Alex, I just quickly want to ask you, you're in the Senate. What was your response as an individual to Pauline Hanson's desire to debate the burqa?
Well, look, I mean, Rowan, I've been knocked back twice on private senators' bills by this government, which on issues of debating the use of puberty blockers in childhood gender medicine, and also repealing the digital ID bill. So that's happened to me several times. I just think it's a fairly new phenomenon that we're now seeing, these sort of breaches with convention of governments not allowing these bills to pass into first reading. I mean, it's quite extraordinary. So, you know, that bill is something that's quite reasonable to debate, and the government should have let her. And look what happened in hindsight. So we spent almost an entire day inside that building talking about this issue. I refuse to participate, by the way, in censure motions, whatever they are. I think the politics in this country spends too long talking about itself when there are serious problems out there that need to be addressed.
Absolutely, Alex. Now, Michael, you brought this to my attention. The UK's Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, she has appealed successfully against a court verdict which allowed a family in Gaza to apply for entry to the UK under a scheme devised for Ukrainian refugees. So the ruling, going unturned, would have let thousands of Gazans come to the UK as refugees. Well, there are obvious questions about Australia as well. Michael Danby.
That's why I sent it to you, Rowan, because it has obvious implications. Here is a Labor minister in the British government who is a Muslim herself, who is taking actions to preserve the safety of British citizens. Shouldn't the same be taken here? Especially, I mean, this government thinks it lives in an international silo, especially after what happened in the United States, where a person who was led into the country now looks like he's killed one of the National Guards and seriously injured another. This is a thing which serious Western democratic governments have to be consistent and serious about, to protect the public good, which is their primary concern and primary responsibility. Gazans, Afghans, whoever have come in without proper security clearances need to be examined properly.
And Alex, before we go, I just want to ask you, the end of the Parliament has ended with the Liberals opposing net zero, which was fantastic, the coalition on a unity ticket there. Is immigration the next big challenge for the coalition, and what would you like to see be the outcome?
Yeah, well, Ryan, I think it is. I mean, it's obviously, it's probably the number one issue that gets raised with me these days. When I'm talking to people are concerned about the numbers. We don't really know exactly what they are, but we know they're larger than they should be. I mean, look, if you're asking me personally, I would actually like to see a moratorium on almost all but the most urgent immigration for a period of a number of years, maybe even up to 5. We think we might have had something in the order of 1.5 to 2 million people since the 2022 election, but we don't really know. This country is straining under the weight of these numbers. And look, I think this is the next battlefront, and it's something that we need to take to the election and need to show the Australian people that that's a point of difference between us and the ALP.
Absolutely. Michael Danby and Alex Antic, thanks so much for coming on The World According to Rowan Dean, and we'll speak again very soon.